afternoon at Case High School for the inaugural 2025 to 2026 Swansea Community Access Athletics season here at Case High School for this field hockey matchup between the Case High Cardinals and the Westport Wildcats. Tyler Clark back for what feels like my 20th year doing Swansea sports at this point. And alongside me is Carrie McElroy, teacher here at Case High School, very knowledgeable at field hockey. And Carrie, beautiful day for field hockey.
It is, yeah, it's perfect today, Tyler. Go ahead.
And perfect, too, as well, at the Case start of the season. They come in 2-0 off of two blowout wins, Carrie, 8-2 over Fairhaven and 9-0 against the DR Falcons, looking to start strong. Carrie, you may remember last year we did a number of field hockey games, and they were very low-scoring defensive games. Lots of 1-0, 1-1 ties, and I'm hoping for a little more action this time around here.
That is true, Tyler. I know. I'm so happy to hear. As you know, I have Maura Richardson in class. She came in and said, you know, what the scores were, and I was like, oh, great. I'm glad you guys are scoring. So they're really looks like they're being a scoring machine this year. We'll see today.
We're gonna see. Case has new uniforms this year. I noticed out there as well, pretty much straight maroon all the way through with a white stripe on the side. The Wildcats will be in white.
Yeah, and it's interesting to note that Westport, like us, well, Westport is a 7 through 12 high school, and of course we, we have a waiver to allow 8th graders on our team. So we've got two, evenly matched teams.
The Wildcats have one 8th grader on their roster. They only have one senior listed on their roster, which is number 8, Molly Costa, for the Wildcats. The Cardinals captains are going to be Emma Bouchard, Janaea Porras, and Emma Plant, all of whom are seniors. And I believe those are the only seniors on the roster. Yes, they are for the Cardinals, 3 seniors, 3 captains. So a pretty young team overall then for the Cardinals as they come into this. Very junior heavy, I'm noticing here, with the 2027 graduation year. Yeah, and so an interesting change that Coach Casey Martell made this year. She's got Kaisley Nell in the goal, and she pulled out Avery Plant, is now playing the field, which will be interesting to see. So we get a chance to see some people at some new positions. Have to see, and this is what the early part of the year is to determine. We're going to try to bring you a few games here at Swansea Community Network for field hockey whenever we get a chance. The home games for the Cardinals. So far, we're scoreless about 2 minutes in to the game as we try to get accustomed to the new season here. Number 2, Mackenzie Bowers with the Wildcats on the approach now. Going to get back. Good position here for the Wildcats. That's Isabella Babb, number 5, in front of the net. Emma Plant is there to guard, and it's knocked away. Carrie's here for the rule clarification. If you've never seen field hockey before, I kind of said this a little bit if you saw in our lacrosse broadcast, the movement out there seems a little, I'm not sure to say this, odd. You can only hit with one side of the stick. The whistle seems like it blows more than it doesn't from the officials for improper hit or unsafe hit, or there's a number of whistles here.
Yeah, Westport's got their first corner, coming at us.
Corner coming at us. Notice, too, if you've never seen field hockey, some Case players went and got masks. They are allowed to get, I think 4 players are allowed to be on the defense there, and then there go the masks that they can use. Briefly, you don't have to wear a mask or any sort of eyewear at all. You have to have a mouthpiece.
Correct. And shin guards,
and shin guards, but I remember there was a time where you had to have at least goggles on, and they've waived that. Yeah,
I'm not sure, Tyler, why they keep. I've been an official for over 30 years, and I'm not sure why they continuously change that. But I guess the theory behind it was that goggles really didn't stop, the facial hits. People still getting hit in the mouth and the chin, and sometimes they just made things worse. But
if you're gonna get hit in the face, you're gonna get hurt anyway, even if you're wearing goggles or not. I guess it's just less for the official to try to enforce. I don't know.
Nice hold whistle by Kathy Silva, official Kathy Silva here.
It looks like we have 2 seasoned veterans out there as the officials in this one.
I can't see who that is on the other side, but I'm not sure. It's not hard. I can't see who that is. I don't know if it is. I don't recognize them. Kathy I've known for years. I can't see who the lead is.
And it looks like a corner coming up here for the Cardinals. And indeed it will be.
Corner,
goalie for the Wildcats in the teal out there is Brianna Soares, a sophomore.
Izzy Cavara's taking the initial hit. Let's see, there's a sophomore here, young player.
A couple players out there for the Cardinals. Kelsey Farrell, number 12. That was the star of the lacrosse team last year. And a little bit missed there. That's Bouchard with it, number 3, Emma Bouchard.
Nice.
And
There
right
it
for the net,
is.
and oh, just to the left of the goal. That was a nice open shot, and that was Emma Cookson had it and just missed, and she knew it too.
Yeah,
Field hockey still, I think, trying to find themselves after the graduation of Meg Smith there. A significant contributor to the team for years as that ball just kind of skates across.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of these players do play off-season, but no one, I think, was more dedicated than Megan Smith to the play off-season on turf. And, you know, I
believe she still plays at Bryant now. She'd be a sophomore at this point.
Yeah, correct. I know. I have to check on that. I haven't seen her.
I haven't been following the Bryant stats. I know that's what she went to go do. And Case 2-on-1 against Westport in the far corner for the Wildcats. It's number 8, Molly Costa, their senior captain. Other captains for the Wildcats, by the way, junior Isabella Babb, junior Michaela Grace, and junior Kaylin Pacheco are the Wildcat captains.
As always, it's just so tough on this little dirt area.
It is.
You know, as we're on the edge of the outfield here.
And you can probably hear it on the broadcast. It is very windy today, so we have little particles of dirt kind of blowing everywhere out there, as well as the Cardinals will, I believe, it's going to be Maura Richardson, number 18.
Yeah, takes the inside hit,
Her first season playing without her
sister.
Her sister is
coming back at them,
You know where her sister ended up?
Maeve is, oh my gosh, I just talked to Maura and I completely forgot. I think she's at, I'm going to say Roger Williams. I'm sorry, Maeve, if that's not, I got to check with Maura. I'm sorry. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Anyway, as we're talking in front of the net, the Wildcats are actually going to get that away and a whistle there. Kayla Grace, number 1. Oh, nice hit down. Past the Case defender. That's Avery Plant.
Yeah, who was now the sweeper to Kaisley Nell. Yeah.
I've never seen Avery without goalie equipment on. Both field hockey and lacrosse.
Yeah, she was the goalie for lacrosse as well, yeah, so that's a big switch for her, although I talked to her, I have her in class as well, and she said she was excited to be on the field and, you know, feeling very free without, you know, having to be burdened with all that equipment, so.
Carrie, you were telling me before this started, 4 AP classes that you're responsible for teaching this year.
I do, and enough about me, yes, I know.
Are they all the same class, or are they all different?
AP Computer Science Principles and AP Cybersecurity this year.
So 2 and 2?
You got it,
And,
so
you have a lot of these girls in the classes.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and I've had many before in previous years.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. And they're going to get their second corner. Yep. Yeah, this year Case is a mix of, you know, veteran and younger players. I won't say the younger players are new because some have been playing since 8th grade, Tyler, but you know, it's a mix.
New to varsity.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
New to this. Yeah, I should say.
Yeah.
Okay, good look here.
Nice.
That's Richardson, lines up, but knocked away by the Wildcats. Can't see it. It's a ponytail in the way. I think it's Costa. Yes, it is.
Remember, the ball on the initial hit in the corner, the ball has to come out of the circle, touched outside the circle, then it can come back in. So it's just a safety rule.
Most of field hockey seems to be safety rules. They're a good number.
Even though, you know, it's funny, Tyler. Field hockey is such one of the oldest games. It's an old Native American game here, and played primarily by men in you know, around the world.
There are men field hockey leagues.
There
are male field hockey leagues.
Not too many
no,
around here.
Not many around here.
Yeah, Boston way, definitely. Looks like it's off a foot.
Oh, in front. The goalie went up for it and knocked around. The goalie has a right to go kick that ball out, by the way. She's got
got
tons
a third
of padding.
corner.
And another corner coming up, as you said.
Yeah, it's looking good. Just a light breeze today. It's a perfect day for field hockey. It's not too hot, but yet it's not, you know, as they say, Saturday Night Live, sweater weather.
I've been out here for some very, very cold field hockey games in the past where that wind is whipping.
And it's Bouchard, takes the initial hit. Let's see if Cookson can make something out of it. No.
She knew it too. She had that clean look in front of the goal last time, but it just went a little wide.
Kelsey Farrell trying to make something. Here comes Emma Plant.
I always tell her Emma is because she's still a foot taller than
she's backing up
most
Avery
people
Plant,
out there. We
right?
go.
Yeah.
Plant in the back there.
No relation, though.
No relation.
Yeah.
That's. Westport really still has not had a great look at the net yet. I don't think the Case goalie, that's Kaisley Nell, has really had to even really do much of anything in the net yet. I say that Westport will
DR's had
soon.
2 games this week, so they probably feel a little tired today. I was talking to Maura in class. She said, "I'm a little tired today."
You say DR's had 2? I mean, Case.
Because they played DR.
Oh,
so
they
did I
played
say
DR. Okay,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
played DR.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I'm sorry. Did I say DR? I meant to say because they played DR and they played
They
Fairhaven.
had 2 games this week on a short week as well, holiday Monday.
Yeah, so exactly. So in a 4-day span, this is their 3rd game. Yeah.
Try to get those games early on in the year.
I was surprised. That's why I had DR on my mind. I was surprised that the 9-0 win over Dighton Rehoboth.
9-0.
Yeah.
DR's a strong program.
They usually are, Tyler. So that some of the girls are telling me they're a little bit low on numbers.
Well, the thing is, DR is usually strong in a number of sports, so you have to pick and choose your athletes too.
Yeah.
Their softball team, like Case, I mean, softball team just won back-to-back state championships.
Right.
Case has just won 3 in a row. They'll be in the same division next year for softball.
And I believe DR has a lacrosse team too, don't they? Didn't they last year? I thought we played them. I can't remember.
We may have played them. We saw it was Old Colony, and I believe we saw Fairhaven.
Right,
were
correct.
the 2 games that we saw. You were here with me for the Old Colony game. That was the first one where we thought the Case was winless on the year, and they actually had a winning record, which I didn't know until after the fact. We thought they were winless. They were actually like 5-2 at the time. So like, oh well.
It was a crazy season last year because they had so many reschedules and restarts. They had a game that they went out to, and the team didn't know it, and they were standing. Our poor team from Case was on the field, and the other group had canceled. And
we barely did any games at all in the spring. It rained so much.
So it was a crazy season, yeah. And you're going to see a lot of the same players go from field hockey to lacrosse.
Right.
I don't know why that is, but it's just always been the phenomenon in the 30 years I've officiated. Lacrosse is so popular right now, so we're seeing a lot of these same athletes for Case.
Yeah, we'll be seeing Case will be fielding a varsity team this year for lacrosse.
Oh, we will. Okay.
At least I would assume so.
Yeah.
That was the plan last year, at least, unless it's changed.
Yeah. Yeah, we've always, as you and I saw, we've got some incredible athletes. They're right here in front of us today for field hockey, and they certainly were for lacrosse. Here it comes. Yep.
Case with yet another look
nice
in front
shot.
and just missed again.
Bouchard keeps setting it up for. Is that Sophie Duclos? Is that what I'm looking at?
Which number was it?
No, Janaea Por. No, I'm sorry.
Porus.
Number 6. It is Sophie Duclos. Yeah,
Sophie,
number 6, and was Sophie Duclos. Yep, and I'm sorry, it was tough. It looked like an 8 for a minute there. So we had Sophie Duclos and Emma Cookson on the left post there, looking for the feed from Bouchard.
Izzy Carvara was down there too, member of the championship softball team as well.
Yeah. Carvaras are incredible athletes, the 3 of them. The triplets. They all play different sports too. Here comes Izzy taking, I'm going to say, like the 5th corner at this point. Bouchard's trying to set it up. Mora is right there.
That's a great look. Knocked away. I don't know how Case has not gotten that in yet. They've had so many good looks, but we're still scoreless here. About 2:20 to go here in the first quarter.
Mora with a nice reverse stick, taking it back in.
Richardson set it up, but the goalie kicks it away.
Remember, in order to score, it has to be touched in the circle by the offensive player.
How big is the circle around the goal?
Yep, 16 yards.
16 yards. So you can't have like a shot from half court to go in. You have to.
Not unless someone taps it in.
Yeah.
It's inside the circle. Yeah. Yep.
And a whistle.
Looks like a timeout. No.
Nope.
Actually, no. I'm not. We don't have timeouts anymore. That's because we're still on quarters. We're still doing
quarters.
Yeah, we're still doing 12.5-minute quarters. So
it's a quarter with a running clock, it appears.
Yeah. Unless there's an injury timeout. Yeah. I don't know what just happened. Oh, we're just moving the ball.
And about minute 25 to go in the first here.
So Emma Plant feeding it back to them. Emma Plant's just a blue-collar worker. She's just such a presence all the time. I mean, I'm so happy to see her continuing to play year after year. It's her senior year this year. She's just, she just is always there. I think they're gonna. Not that you want to talk about feeling her loss already. She's got a whole season ahead of her, but she's a player that. She's just everywhere. She's fast, she's strong, she's a leader on the field.
They'll miss her next year.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
She's got height. as of course they'll miss Bouchard. And,
anyone who's
Janaea
graduating.
Porras,
These three seniors, they have a very strong
Speaking of,
athletes.
here comes Bouchard now, fighting down the right side here.
Actually, that looks like Emma. Oh, it is Bouchard.
Yeah, it's Bouchard,
It's Bouchard, okay.
Yep.
There's two Emmas. As we had 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter, we're still scoreless at Case High School. We'll keep going here in between quarters. We'll take a brief break at halftime here. Give ourselves a little bit of a rest as we have 5 seconds to go in the first half, barring something really strange here. That's going to do it. And that will do it here as quarter one concludes here at Case High School. A 0-0 tie after one. Carrie, they've had Cardinals had a number of very good looks at the net so far, but they just haven't gotten it in yet.
Yeah, 3 great opportunities. We hope that they'll take advantage of that over the next quarter before halftime. And they'll get a 5-minute break to reassess. It's nice because this year, Coach Casey Martell is with us here at the high school. I know she had been at one of the elementary schools, and now she's here as a guidance counselor at our high school. So I'm sure it's great for her to be able to walk right out and be ready to practice rather than have to, run from one of the elementary schools that gets out much later than the high school.
Have to leave early to come up and get ready. Yeah.
So I'm sure that's a lot less stress for her.
I distinctly remember talking about this with you last year, that we are clearly not looking at a turf field here in South Coast Massachusetts.
Someday.
Maybe someday. Oh, those turf fields are. You play in college, you play on a turf field.
Yeah.
You go to a really, really good, wealthier high school that can afford these millions of dollars of athletic facilities in a turf field. But
a lot of high schools are going to turf softball and baseball fields too.
Well, sometimes they cost a lot of money at first, but they're a lot easier to maintain over time.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, and it's so much nicer for the kids too.
Yeah.
It's we've talked about this before. A turf field hockey game, it probably affects field hockey more than any other game on turf. Soccer, football, field hockey is hugely impacted by turf versus grass. Tyler, it's a totally different game. If you saw a field hockey game on turf, it's just the movement is different. The players are different. I wouldn't say the positions are different, but goalkeeping movement is different. Corners are different,
Everything's
it's just.
But instead, for now, we just stick with what we have.
Whistle.
As Case looking to break into the scoring column here. The ball has been probably about 90% down this end of the net.
Again.
In front of the net.
Man. Is that Riley Doherty right there?
But they have another look here that just ricocheted away.
Man.
I don't know how they haven't scored yet, honestly.
Yeah, you just got to expect that, When you're on that left post, you've got to expect the ball, Especially when Bouchard's on the right setting you up. She's got a rocket shot.
Oh, she keeps feeding it. Just right in front of it. Just keeps.
She's working.
Ricocheting away.
I don't know. Tyler, is it us? Are we like the scoring
Apparently,
jinx?
we're just like the scoring vampires when we come and do these games. We were here last year. You were here for me. The first game was 1-0, and then they played New Bedford High, and it was. We really ramped up the scoring. That game was 1-1. It was a tie.
Yeah.
And then we did another one that was 1-1.
Yeah. I know. Everything was close last year. Everything was a battle. It was a lot of really well-balanced teams that we saw last year.
They did make the postseason as a very low seed. We did not broadcast the game, and I believe they lost immediately. They were away and they lost immediately.
Yeah.
But we have broadcast. They played, I think it was East Boylston or something a couple of years. We were here for that game.
I'd have to look it up.
That was a high-scoring game, actually. Maybe it is us. Maybe we should just stop broadcasting.
That and it's their third game in 4 days. Cases, third game in 4 days.
I was going to say, we might be seeing some fatigue out here after scoring 17 goals in 2 games.
Hey, it's the first week of school, too, Tyler.
It is the first.
They were laying across the beanbags in my room today. It was hysterical. I'm like, you guys, really, technically, it's only Thursday, right? Because we didn't have a game. We didn't have school Monday.
You started last week, though, didn't you?
We did, but this was a short week.
It's a short week, yeah.
They didn't want to hear that it was technically Thursday, though.
No.
All right, here comes this Janaea coming through. Here comes Boosh, Janaea. Riley Doherty's making a run for it up top here.
And a whistle there.
She gets the call, yeah.
I think that's a whistle on Westport it was. And there's Richardson.
Mora ready to feed. Oh, not corner.
She did feed, and
Good
that
call,
might be a corner. Yep.
Yeah. He tried to hold the whistle, but that's the other thing that makes the game entirely different, Tyler, on turf. There's so many held whistles. My hand is just up the whole time, but I'm not blowing the whistle because it rights itself on turf. But grass, sometimes you don't get the roll, and it's just, you got to call it before things get ugly.
And we'll try, I feel like the fifth or sixth corner. And
go,
another good feed, and knocked away.
Yeah, it's going to be, he's going to say a 25-yard hit, yeah.
So it was too far away?
Well, I mean, the goalie did put it out. It's up to the official. What? No, has he changed his mind? No, I think he's saying 25-yard hit. He's agreeing that the goalie didn't have an option. So she had to put it out over the end line. So if the official feels like she had an option, they could call it a corner. But
you agree 25-yard hit is probably
I could have gone either way on that. But okay, third party. So here we go.
Yeah, yet another corner. Well, Brianna Soares has been quite busy in the net for the Wildcats. Yep, here we go again. That's Carvara going to take it.
Like Kaisley Nell, she's a sophomore too, this goalie from Westport.
Oh. And
second corner, yep, off the foot of a Westport player.
It's like automatic at this point. Drive in, corner. And let's try once more, shall we? That's Richardson.
Nice.
Good
little
feed
touch,
in front.
Change direction.
In front of the net. Kicked away the, They got to get another look now.
I'm going in.
Oh, that was high.
That was nice.
And that's it, score!
There it is. Nice, Mora. Nice job. I know that she scored, but she set that up. That was a nice no call on Mora's high ball, because you know what? She was in the circle. She has the right to put that ball in the air.
It's like it was.
You might get parents on the sidelines going, "Whoa!" But that was the right call, I think.
It's like it was Emma Bouchard with the goal.
That was a nice hold whistle.
She brought that in to score.
If he had brought that back for a corner, that might not have been a goal. So then you got to work for it, right? It's like the and one in basketball, right?
So Case finally gets in the scorebook here. It's 1-0 Cardinals, 10:39 to go in the first half. Goal scored by Emma Bouchard. The assist will go to Richardson. I don't keep track of assists.
Who did you have in a score on that? It was tough to see.
It was Bouchard.
It was Bouchard.
It was
okay,
Bouchard.
Nice. Yep.
She brought it out.
Yeah.
I can get confirmation of that in between.
Yeah.
It's usually who scores brings it out.
Oh, right. Okay, yep.
So it was Bouchard
right.
had it. So
I was so busy talking.
Yeah.
I was doing the replay in my mind.
So I figured we'd finally
see Riley trying to send it across.
A score from the Cardinals after a flurry of offense. We have spent very, very few time on the right side of your screen so far in this match.
Yeah.
Case has pretty much controlled the ball entirely in front of the Westport side of things. That was
9 minutes to go. At 9:46. Not what did I say? 12-minute quarters. It's 15-minute quarters. I'm losing it. I'm out of practice, Tyler. For God's sakes, I'm in the JV game already.
I think it's 12 minutes in basketball, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's four 15-minute quarters, folks. My apologies. No timeouts because they give, you have time in between each quarter now, so.
We don't have a running clock here at Swansea Community Network anyway. What you see on the screen whenever cameraman Lucy Cabral pans towards the middle of the field.
Thanks, Lucy.
That's what you see at home is what we see with the clock in front of us too, because we're pretty much seated right in front of the 50, the half court mark.
Right. Yeah. No, and it's coming back. Will Kaisley Nell be tested here?
I don't think the Wildcats have had a shot on goal yet, so we could see Nell be tested a bit. And she won't here as Plant gets that out of there. Well, boy, Emma can hit that far when she gets a hold of it. And a whistle blows.
Yeah, it's just the ability, too, on grass. It's a little bit trickier to, if a player, just like the Westport player, just kind of turned her back and then, went up for a drive. That ball's fair game. On turf, she would have never done that with a player that close to her because the player would just popped it away from her. So, you never lift your stick off the ball. Rarely on the turf game when a player's that close to you. People will just pop that ball away from you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good
whistle
call
there.
into a crowd. Yep, might have been a little dangerous.
Is that what that call was?
Yeah, it
hitting
looks like
into
it was. Yeah, yeah. Well, the call's danger. So, you know, for whatever reason, it could be a high ball, it could be a, you know, a swing,
And another whistle here.
could be a you know, a flick into a crowd, which was kind of what that was. But yeah,
Oh, Carvar, there she goes.
nice hold whistle by Kathy Silva because Kavar couldn't get out of the way. But listen, as long as she didn't play it, she's okay.
Have you officiated with Kathy Silva before?
Oh my gosh, we've known each other for years.
So she knows what she's doing out there.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, Kathy's a little younger than me, but we, you know, kind of came of age together in the South Coast, you know.
I noticed.
I'm sure I know this VAR official, I just can't see who it is, but maybe I don't know.
The pool of officials in field hockey in South Coast Massachusetts is not. I can't imagine it being too large.
The pool of officials in every sport, Tyler, is getting small. Yeah, just like everything. Nice
In
redirect.
front of the net, kicked away by the goalie.
Riley was fighting, yeah.
Cardinals had a good look.
Yeah.
Now, if you're an official, you want to do high school sports, you can probably get work every day if you want to.
At one point in my life, I did, yeah.
And it's a lot of work, but that's a lot of extra money in your pocket too.
It is, but it's a lot of traveling. So if you don't mind, you know, not so much in the South Coast because I live in the South Coast, but when I was doing the Hockomock, you know, it takes about 50 minutes to get to any place, even Feehan, you know, so it's...
And they don't reimburse the gas.
Well, at the end of the year, you
They
know,
will.
you can claim it on your taxes, but, you know, depending on your tax implications of... But not directly, not by the schools. Yeah, unless you do college. College, you can. They'll
reimburse you for college.
Yeah, and the pay is a little bit more for college games too. But
yeah, you gotta really love it to want to be the official for
we
it.
need officials, and this year the neat thing we're doing here at Case High School is we have an officiating course. So we're you know, we've got a lot of kids signed up for it, and they're Coach Michaela Gonzalez is, you know, teaching kids about all the different games and the positioning and, you know, just the kind of the stature and the ethics of being an official, because gosh, we do need them. I thought that was a really smart idea. Presented, I believe, by the AD from Taunton High School. He's kind of come up with this.
Is it a virtual course?
Yeah, no, it's in person.
Oh.
And as far as I knew last year, we had about 12 people signed up for it. So that's I mean, that could be a great feeder program because God knows we need basketball, we need football, everything. Really.
Everything, yeah.
Yep.
It's a lot of abuse if you want to be. Well, you can be. I think basketball and football seems to get it worse than anything.
Well, basketball and football, everybody knows the rules, right? So everyone's an armchair official,
Yeah.
right?
These like field hockey, lacrosse, most people casual unless you're a real field hockey fan.
Right, or you've had daughters or sons that have played for a while, yeah.
Before we did the games in the spring, I had to watch YouTube videos to learn the rules of lacrosse. I had no idea.
That's right, you did a good job. I know. Well, it's rather new to this area,
Yeah.
at least for high school, you know. I'm so happy that we have a team. As a track coach, like I said to you last year, we were a little decimated for the girls, our girls track team, because so many athletes went on to play lacrosse. But it's nice for the girls to have another option too. I was happy for them.
For now, though, we have 4 minutes to go here in the first half in this high-scoring shootout that we were hopefully anticipating at the beginning of this.
It's now 1-1. I mean 1-0.
It's 1-0 right now.
Yeah.
Maybe the second half will. I mean, hey, 1-0. If the score holds, you still win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Westport with only, I think, their second corner so far. And look at Emma Plant is right there with the mask.
Yep, that's the flyer. She did a great job on that one.
And there go the masks.
Coming out, yeah. I have to tell you, this new mask thing as an official makes me nervous because you're usually standing, like, take a look at where Kathy is.
Yeah.
The corner ends and everybody just flings their mask behind them, and if you're standing there, you're gonna
You're gonna get whacked
it's a little scary.
whacked with the And those things hurt if you get hit with them too. They're made of hard plastic.
And not so much on grass, but not so much on grass, but on turf. Those masks are still in there. Kids go flying over the end line, and I don't like those masks laying there. So I think they're a danger. But
well,
the goalie doesn't have a moment to put them behind the goal. So field hockey's funny, Tyler. We do things to one. We'll do one thing for safety, and then we'll do something that creates lack of safety. I don't know, but it's kind of funny how that happens. But
just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. As I said, we will take a brief pause here, which when you're watching this at home, the power of editing from our director Adam Kitchen will last about 2 seconds in between, but I think it's about a 10-15 minute break here at halftime. 5 minutes, that's it? 5 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in and out of here pretty fast then today.
Unless they ask for more, but it's generally 5. Only because they've had a break in between the first and second quarter, and then they'll get one between the third and fourth.
And again, that's a running clock that continues unless there's an injury. It's a reminder to everyone at home.
Yeah, or a penalty stroke.
If there is an injury on the field, which I hate to say it, but we've seen it before, we will cut the broadcast at that point. We don't like to show that.
Of course not, yeah.
We have had injury breaks of lasting up to 45 minutes. We had an ambulance come in the field once during a football game we did years ago. That wasn't a case player. It was a Bourne High School player.
I know, it's so scary when that happens, yep.
Had to come in, and the young man was taken to the hospital. I assume he was fine afterward. But we definitely don't like to show that.
No, of course not. Yep. Here we go.
The good
one
look
thing
here.
we don't have to worry about in field hockey is offside. So we had it. Bush was fine where she was. That's just a soccer thing.
And just over a minute remaining here in the first half.
Actually, we used to have offsides.
They've changed the rules. Yeah,
exactly. Okay, here we go. Another corner.
That clock is still going as Carvara puts it down. 40 seconds to go, 1-0 Cardinals. The lone goal scored by Emma Bouchard here in the second period. Looking for a second goal here. That's Richardson. She feeds it in front of the net. Good look. And it's knocked away by the goalie. It's still, oh my goodness, it was so close to going in again. Kerry, they have come so close so many times. They do have one. They have one, but
Westport's got a little breakaway here with 15 seconds to go.
This game could be 5-0 right now.
Iris Carrero is working hard to make sure that Westport stays at their 50.
And we have 5 seconds to go. And that should do it here for the first half. And there is the buzzer. And that does it here for the first half here at Case High School. The score is 1-0 Cardinals. They lead the Wildcats. The goal scored by Emma Bouchard. Tyler Clark on with Kerry McElroy, Lucy Cabral on the camera. We're going to take a brief break for halftime here. We'll be back to bring you second half action. Welcome back to the start of the second half here at Case High School for the inaugural game in the 2025 to 2026 athletic season for Swansea Community Access. Tyler Clark along with Kerry McElroy. Kerry, we were talking about the high-scoring games the Cardinals have had so far this year. 8-2 victory in a 9-0 game, and we jokingly said, oh, it's going to be you and us doing the game, so it's going to be 1-0 at halftime, and it's 1-0 at halftime. The one goal scored by Emma Bouchard in the second quarter, although we were talking about this, we shouldn't say that. There's been a lot of really good looks at the goal for the Cardinals so far. Like I'm surprised they only have one goal, as there's a yellow jacket in front of me now. Hello, goodbye.
And I actually heard some of the players I have in class, and they were telling me that they did heat up the second half. It wasn't a high score at the for the first two quarters. Right. So maybe we'll see that.
We'll see, but if the score holds 1-0, it's still a victory.
That's correct.
It still counts 1-0, and this game has been pretty thoroughly dominated so far by the Cardinals. The Wildcats have had very few even looks at the goal. I don't know if they've even really had a shot on goal. Maybe one, but we'll see. We've switched sides now. The Cardinals are now going from your right to your left, and the Wildcats will be going from excuse me, I'm wrong. The Cardinals will be going from your left to your right, and the Wildcats going from your right to your left. The Cardinals are out in the maroon as I commented before, these are new uniforms for them this year. I believe so.
This, I'm just looking at Emma Bouchard, one of the fastest people we have here in the school, and she's on track with us too. And it's so hard to maneuver on this. It's such a shame to see her trying to maneuver on this outside of the outfield here, or the infield, I should say, the infield. It's just coming at us here.
Yeah, we're gonna. That's gonna.
It's just so much work to be on grass, and then you've got that lip, and but with that said, they've done a phenomenal job, really, just maneuvering around this, chaos of grass and lip. And
you can easily trip on that lip too out there.
Absolutely,
You absolutely can trip on that lip.
Yep.
That's.
And you're kind of almost at a disadvantage coming this way now, because you see what happened. As Emma hit the ball, it comes up and goes right across to the opposing team.
It's not even.
No.
It's a little more dirt on the left side than it is on the right.
Right. So it's really tough, and now we've got it's just a fight offensively now as they move this way. Emma Plant just got away
the
with
Wildcats actually, they're really good look at the goal here. Could be their first chance to get it in, and the shot, and
nice.
I don't think that even hit the goalie. I think that was off of one of
Maddie
the
Duquette. Looked like Maddie Duquette.
And Wildcats with another look and a whistle there.
Oh, they've got yeah. See how the field, though, rolls down toward this, our defensive goal? That's why I always get nervous when I was defending this goal back in the day, or coaching, because I coached here too, when our goalies were in this goal out toward the street rather than the football field side goal. You just have, it seems strange, Tyler, but you just have, and it's coming out with the foot bobble there. It just seems really like it's a little bit of an advantage for the team going toward the street.
No, yeah.
But Bouchard just navigated it. She's, but you can see she's working at it though. It's hard. Because you're really losing what this is called the alleyway right here.
Now, were both of those, ball was ricocheted, but both of those Case games earlier in the week away games?
Yes, so this is their first home
game. That's why we're also doing it. I wasn't sure about that.
Yeah. So that, if you look at where Iris is standing right now she's moving, but you can look at the sideline right to the top of the infield here. That is the alleyway. I mean, we don't really label it anymore. That's an old concept, but those folks who've been around field hockey for a long time know what I'm talking about. And the almost entire alleyway is in this dirt grass lip area, so it's really hard to gain traction when you're a fast player like Bouchard, because you're just constantly navigating that lip and the, So with that said, she's doing a great job,
Looking now ahead
at Kelsey Farrell trying to do the same now here.
At the Case schedule, they did have, according to Max Preps, they had a game against the Barrington High School in August. I'm not sure if that. Yeah,
I believe that was a scrimmage. I don't know if they kept score at all.
Okay, that was on the.
That would have been on. Oh no, that was here. I think they did play here.
That was here, but I don't think it counted.
No.
It's also out of state, so they. Although
Correct.
Case baseball did play Tiverton last year, so they are, I think, Massachusetts and Rhode Island are trying to lax those rules a little bit.
Oh, good.
Case, look ahead at what's coming up next Tuesday. Kerry, I know you won't be here. We're still hoping to bring you the game here at Swansea Community Network. They play the Seekonk Warriors here at 3:45.
Oh, that'll be a great game.
They have Old Rochester. They're at West Bridgewater.
Yeah.
They play Westport. Looking ahead, they play Bishop Stang. They play at Durfee High School.
They're playing Stang at Durfee?
They're playing Stang at Stang.
Okay, and that's a turf field now, too.
It appears on a Saturday morning.
Okay.
Or a Sunday morning. It's a 10 a.m. game.
Okay.
So it must be a weekend game. They're playing at Durfee. They're playing at New Bedford. They have two of their last 3 games are against New Bedford. We're going to try, I believe, Director Adam Kitchen's plan is to try to do as many field hockey games as possible this year.
Yeah, good call, Kathy. Yeah.
Adam, is that a correct thing? Try to do as many field hockey games as we can. So if they play at home, we're going to try to do it. Okay, that's what I thought.
Emma Cookson
should hopefully weather dependent and the dependency of our announcing team as well. Should be able to bring you a few more games.
Definitely the momentum has changed a little bit toward Westport this third quarter here. into the
No.
second half.
Carrie, I think you said it's the left side of the field. It just seems easier
I don't
to
want
play.
to jinx them, Tyler, but it's always, as a player back in the 80s when I would come here to play, because I played at Dayton Rehoboth, and when I coached here, and now, of course, watching the girls play here now I'm a teacher and official too. There's something about the slants that way that just.
But it's unfortunate when you have field hockey as a sport. This is the only place you really have to play it.
Yeah.
Because the football field is taken by soccer.
It's too bad we couldn't make a field out across, where all the little baseball fields are.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking of. You probably could have done it down there, but this is also so close to the high school right here.
Yeah.
You just walk out the door. You'd have to walk down School Street and then cross Milford
like
Road.
tennis does. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, though, if I were a player and a coach at this point in field hockey history, I would take that walk, because this field is not conducive to what I think is a decent game anymore. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I mean, the girls have done a phenomenal job really navigating it.
Oh, they definitely
They
have.
continue to do a phenomenal job, but it's just no easy task.
The Wildcats definitely, I think, have spent more time down in front of the goal than they had the first half combined.
Avery Plant could grab the steal, but stepped on it. It's okay.
And it looks like a corner coming up for the Wildcats, I
This
think.
is their third already for the
For the quarter, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
32, Kaylin Pacheco. I haven't said many Westport names so far. Okay, Mackenzie Bowers is out there. Number 8, Molly Costa. Number 20 is Madeline Milnick.
Comes Emma Plant to fly. Let's see. She can get out there. Yeah. Oh, she stepped on it, but okay. Corner again. Yeah. It's all right.
And another corner. Yeah, the Case defense just resets as time passes by here in the third quarter. Still 1-0 Cardinals. The one goal scored by Emma Bouchard. Back in the second, Westport with a decent look.
Nice.
Case defense is
Right
there,
out.
gets it away.
That's Kelsey Mitchell bringing it down the right-hand side here. Went out to Bouchard. See if she can scoot across. Nice.
And there
worked
she is, a
hard.
good
Yep.
move.
And that was the third party. Nice call, Kathy Silva. Yep, good. All right.
So what is the third party violation then?
It's kind of like a moving screen. So for lack of a better explanation, you had a white player pop the ball behind her and then ran through and blocked Emma out of the balls because she created a screen.
Oh,
So,
okay, I got it.
And they were in the circle, so that's why it's a corner. Oh, let's see what we've got here. Yep. An elbow.
And they're going to blow, I think they're going to blow that dead.
Yeah,
Yes, they will.
Yeah, because they didn't restart the play. That's the other thing on turf as well. The ball, the game just moves so fast. It's like it's tweet, 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 tweet. There's no time for setup. It's just the ball rolls. They just keep moving.
If you're a first-time person checking out field hockey, you might be wondering, why is the whistle blowing so much? Gary, I think you've done a great job explaining why. If Case ever plays on a turf field, I'd be interested to see how the difference in the game. Now, does Durfee have a turf field? So Durfee and New Bedford, I would imagine, have it. Durfee has to do everything there. Everything's like state-of-the-art over there now in Fall River.
Yeah, the turf fields around here are Fairhaven, West Bridgewater in the South Coast, Somerset, obviously. So, there's more turf fields than we've ever had, but there's also... I'm going to come right out and say it, a lack of investment in field hockey and so many of the others, with our, really kind of bad. But Stang, I don't think Stang is in the South Coast, though, anymore.
I don't think they really ever have
They
been.
were ever,
They
yeah.
were ever, really.
They were in the old SMC, then they were in the Eastern Mass with Dartmouth and all that, but now those guys have all broken up, Tyler. You probably know better than I do what Stang is in.
Well, Stang is...
Is it the Mayflower League?
I can look it up, actually.
I know.
They're small, so that's the problem. They're like...
Or is it the Catholic League? Who knows? I don't know, but because you get in the Hockomock League, Fian is in the Hockomock up north, so they're not in a special league for. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can do something. No, go. We get a corner.
They might
Great.
be in their own sort of. I'm not sure. They're actually playing right now as we. No, they played yesterday. They played at St. John Paul II down, I think, in Barnstable.
This is Stang?
This is Stang.
Okay.
They play.
What league is Stang in?
That's what I'm checking right now.
No? Okay.
No idea.
We're consulting some of the sideline folks who know the game.
Used to be the EAC, but
Right, that's what I said. Yeah, right, yeah.
when I coached, that's where they were.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are they in the
No, they're not in the Hockomock, no.
They play
Yeah,
in the
no.
Catholic.
Oh, nice! Nice
a
shot,
shot.
Emma Plant. Nice shot. Yes.
I'm looking at Bishop Stang, and I missed the goal from Plant.
Yeah, nice shot. That was a nice rocket shot in, yeah.
You were there for the call. I found the answer, though.
Oh, good, okay.
I did. They play in the Catholic Central League,
Yeah.
CCL.
Yeah. That's where they play in St. John's and all that.
They expanded for the 2021 to 2021 school year. So they play the other Catholic schools, and then, well, they used to play Conley, but Conley's gone now.
Yeah, and Conley didn't have field hockey, though.
And then have field hockey anyway. So then they're like kind of like they're like Notre Dame. They're like a floater, I guess. They just play.
Yeah. Right, Notre Dame of Hingham, yeah. That was a great rocket shot by Emma Plant. Here comes Boosh now, ready to get another one. She's like, "All right, it's my turn. Let's go." Here comes Boosh saying, "It's my turn now." Nice.
Was Plant?
That was
Plant was on the goal for that.
Third party. Yes, yep. I don't think anyone else touched
another
it.
shot as
I don't
the
think
goalie.
anyone else. Where's our left side there?
Had a good look. Richardson in front of the net. Case suddenly with 2 excellent looks in a row. Westport is there. Finally gets it out. 3:30 to go. Well, I apologize for missing Plant's
No,
goal
you
line.
didn't miss it. Yeah, no, we were sitting here.
But I know what
it.
league Bishop Stang plays in now.
Well, it's good to know because we're going to play them. We played them last year, too. Stang has a turf field, but I think they still play field hockey on the grass. You know, that little grass field on the side there. Oh, Sophie Duclos could. Oh, saved by. Oh, it's on the line.
On the line.
Play
That's
it,
a
Iris.
live ball.
Play it, Iris.
That ball was not blown dead.
Oh, my God. It's got to be whole ball has to be out. Yep.
Everybody thought it was dead. Iris Carrero and then Mackenzie Bowers and the Wildcats.
It's not like basketball. Oh, I wouldn't allow that. She's too close, but. Oh.
That was Michaela Grace with a little dribble there. And oh, what a shot. Absolute
Let it go.
rocket shot.
Let it go. Nice, Cakesley. Yep.
And
Even if it went in the goal, that would not have been a goal, so no worries.
She didn't even touch it.
Yeah.
And the officials bringing it out.
Yeah. It should be our ball. Oh.
They're giving it to the Wildcats.
Okay. Was it our hit? I thought it was hit by a white player, but I missed that. If it was hit by a Westport player and went all the way out, even if it were going into the goal, it's still a 16.
The goalie may have touched it. May have kicked it a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
But the Wildcats will take over as we come close. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's 2-0 Cardinals right now. So they have doubled their lead here in the period.
What's happening here? We got a corner.
It's like a corner for the Wildcats.
Looks like we've got a 5-yard violation. I'm not sure what he's saying there, but he bumped that up to a corner for some reason or another. I didn't see it. And officials can do that too. You know, if you get a warning for 5 yards and the second warning, sometimes we can bump it right up if it's inside the 25. Looks like that's what happened, but I didn't hear an initial warning though. Oh, that's kind of high, but okay. And there's a third party going out. Nice call. Yep, excellent.
And the masks are shed. The Case defense holds firm again.
Yeah, that should
consistently strong defense over the years.
Sophie bringing it up. Yeah, Bouchard's right there, and see how that you're trying to navigate down the alley.
And it just you think you're gonna hit it in one place, and then it just kind of careens somewhere else.
Stepped on it, and it's even hard to navigate here. Yeah.
1 minute to go here in the third.
Nice. Plant's got it.
The Wildcats have definitely had some much better looks
Mora
at
gets
the
in
goal
there.
here in this period, and that ball will be.
I'm gonna call Mora for a, just kind of a cross grab. For lack of a better word, it's a hack, but she just tried. She didn't have position.
That was Pacheco.
It's all right, Mora.
That was Pacheco in front of us, by the way, number 32.
Off of Izzy Kavara.
Sophia Rigo, number 10, I haven't said her name yet, was in on the action for the Wildcats. We only have 16 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and barring something really, really strange here, that should do it here.
Yeah, we haven't seen Coach Martell do many subbing. I don't think. She's pretty much stayed with the same starting team intact here.
Pretty consistent, 2-1, and that is going to do it, actually. It won't matter. And that concludes the third period here. The score, 2-0 in favor of the Cardinals. Goals by the Emmas, Emma Bouchard and Emma playing with 3 Emmas on the team, actually, because there's Emma Cookson as well.
Captains.
Well, that was a stronger showing in the quarter by the Wildcats. They had some good looks, but the Case defense has held firm again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you've got got a mix of players. You've got some seniors, juniors, sophomores who have played for a while since they've been here. Nice mix of juniors. We got a ton of juniors here, so it's nice. Yeah, there's no doubt that Plant scored on a corner. No, was it corner? Yes, it was. No, actually, I don't think it was a corner. It was a regular field of play. But let's roll the tape, right?
Yeah,
roll the replay,
tape.
right? She came. It was. I think it was inside a 25-yard hit, and she got the ball somehow. It was a nice. It wasn't. I don't believe it was a corner. Because Plant is not a forward. She's a midfielder, I think.
I was looking at Bishop Stang at the time, so we'd have to see the tape for it later.
I know.
As we have a brief.
Sorry, Emma.
I'll do a quick run through of things. Head coach of the Cardinals, Casey Martell. Assistant JV coach Emma Schoonover. Assistant coach Tammy Green. Athletic director Anthony Palladino. Athletic trainer Emma Slater. Superintendent of schools here in Swansea is Scott Holcomb. Assistant superintendent is Liz White. Principal Chris Costa. Assistant principal Shayna Morgan. That's what's in front of me, at least on the paper that's taped to the table for Case High School. I don't have much information about the Wildcats. Their head coach is Susan Fontaine. I'm not sure if you know her.
Yes, she I think came back to coach. She was a coach for a long time, and then I'm not sure, left for a little bit, and then they had a few coaches, but yeah, Coach Fontaine's been here for, on and off for a long time.
Westport's coming up on pretty close to, I think, 10 years of their 7 to 8 high school.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
They used to have a middle school that was full of asbestos, I believe, they had to actually demolish, and they had to build new offices, I believe, at the time. I don't know what they built there. And they combined it into like an elementary school and then a high school. Yeah. So I believe they keep their 7th and 8th grade function as a middle school. They keep them separately from the high school.
In the building, right,
yes.
Yeah. It's all on one property, though.
It's all on one property, and then the elementary school is another property as well.
I think you're right, Tyler. I was talking to a fellow teacher here who lives in Westport, and her girls go there, so. They just had some kind of power outage, though. I think they were out of school Friday, the system.
Yeah,
Westport was out Friday.
You see that often at the beginning of the year, these new systems that aren't used to working and suddenly have to kick in and work. And they're installed in the summertime or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but some type of power thing, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
And the fourth and final period will be underway here. 15 more minutes of field hockey as a dribbling goes on. That was an interesting start. That was Madeline Milnick. There is no overtime in field hockey. If the game is tied at the end of regulation, the game ends as tied. I'm not sure how long that's been a rule, if it's forever been a rule.
It's not a real rule. It's just it's a state and local level conference rule that we do. Because in Rhode Island, they will play through. So they'll do a tiebreaker in regulation.
Well, we saw in lacrosse, there's no tie in lacrosse. You go to overtime until somebody scores.
Right, yeah.
But field hockey.
Victory, yeah.
But if you're looking in field hockey in terms of the win, usually how the MIA rankings, I feel, are very arbitrary. Sometimes they just do it randomly, I feel like, or based on strength of schedule. But usually if you have like a pool of some kind, of win counts as 3 points and a tie counts as 1. So a tie is better than a loss, so you still get a point out of it.
Correct. And in the power rankings, that could change things dramatically with a tie from a loss. Yeah.
So
Yeah, they have all kinds of algorithms. I'm sure, that's part of it with based on the standings of the rest of the teams in your conference. And oh, that's a corner.
I would expect to see
there we
this
go.
Case team be making the postseason this year.
Yeah, I can't see why not. They're off to a great start, Tyler.
I know last year we've kind of concluded that the collective feel overall was a bit of a disappointing last season, where they were like, I would categorize them as average last year.
Yeah,
they played okay, but I think they were surprised they weren't at a little higher level.
Yeah, they struggled to gel a little bit offensively, I found. Defensively, they worked
they were
hard.
sound.
Nice shot. Oh, okay. Yeah, they struggled to gel and put the ball. I noticed if you take a look at Coach Martell's offensive shift, she's got some of the, a lot more experience this year collectively. On the offensive line. Here comes Avery Plant. I love Avery Plant as the sweeper. She's done a great job.
Oh, she has.
Helping Iris back here. Yeah.
Iris and Emma are, and it looks like we have Duquette back there too.
Yeah. 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 I don't think she started last year, so that's a nice addition. Yeah, Maddie Duquette. I think she was kind of a swing player between varsity and JV last year because she's a junior.
The defenders are the forgotten heroes of team where they have to keep the ball out.
Yeah. Well, I think with Kaisley Nell coming up to the high school, and now I think that was a smart move by coach to get Avery onto the playing field because you had a backup goalie.
As we're talking, though, Case with the shot, but kicked out by Brianna Soares.
Yeah.
It was really never the greatest look. It was kind of bouncing in, and it looks like a whistle going to be blown there.
And she's going to move it 5 yards, which is nice, Mora. Yep, hit by the white player. And we're going to take it. Look at Boosh trying to feed it in.
Kicked out by Soares.
Back out.
Pacheco. Getting it up to Bowers.
Look at Iris giving it. Unfortunately, the officials saw the back end of that. It looks from our end, Iris got hit first, but I think her push was a reaction. But sometimes you get blocked out of things.
Well, unlike basketball, there's really, or in soccer, you get a red card and a yellow
Boosh.
card.
Yes, yep.
It's really, unless it's something
Hey,
really
Boosh is gonna
egregious.
put
Oh, what
that
a
in.
goal!
I knew as soon as Boosh got in front of the goal that was going in. She wasn't going to take no for an answer on that one. Yeah, that was great. I could just tell by the movement.
Yeah, that was right. I was talking about cards, and in the middle of that, it's like, yep, that's going to go in.
She's like, listen, I'm here.
Yeah, and that makes it 3-0.
Yeah.
That should.
Yeah, you'd think that would seal the deal,
that should
Tyler.
seal it,
yeah,
but
you still got 11 minutes left. Is it 11? Yeah.
Well, the Wildcats have definitely
Anything can happen.
shown more life here in this half.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't scored yet, but they've come close.
Sometimes the wind can be out of your sails at this point in the game when you're down 3-0, but 11 minutes in a basketball game is nothing, but 11 minutes in a
Field hockey?
Yeah, because the ball doesn't move that fast.
No.
You figure it takes a minute to go up and back down the field.
Second goal for Emma Bouchard, by the way. She joins Emma Plant as the scorers in the game. It's 3-0 Cardinals. 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go here. The opening game here at home for the Cardinal field hockey team. If the score holds, they'd be off to a 3-0 start, to the year. That's all you can hope for.
Offensive the M's today. There we go. Was that Janaea fighting for that one? Yeah. Janaea is another unsung hero on this team, I think. She's another, gal who's really just always there. She's helping move the offense a little bit back and forth, and she's been playing for she's been playing varsity since her sophomore year. She's fast. She made the transition to lacrosse this year in the spring, and she's just a great gal, a great kid in the classroom too.
I'm looking over there at the Westport side of things, and I'm not seeing too many players on that bench.
No.
So I wonder if they even have a JV team.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, the crowd is telling us no.
There's no JV team for Westport.
JV team,
okay.
yeah.
I was going to say we have a JV team of 3 players if that was the case.
Yeah, we've
So-
got a whole bench full. We got a whole another team
Well,
over there.
if this score holds up, I would say the last few minutes we may see an exodus of players.
Yeah, JV players.
They
Yeah.
get the JV players in.
Yeah.
It's usually how it would go.
Although every day on the announcements, Mr. Costa was announcing that all teams are looking for players, from soccer to field hockey to cross country. So nice. There's another shot. You can never have enough players, and I think field hockey, unfortunately, Tyler, is going to be impacted by the junior high volleyball program. I think it's already. Oh, it's going in. Come on.
Is that going to? Kicked out by the goalie.
Nice.
Well, when you think of, at least I did, it's been in my mind for a while. When you think of Swansea schools, the prize sports of Swansea is softball. Volleyball has been up there too. Are really the big two that come to mind that have won state championships in the past.
Of course, we have a long history of success in those two programs. Yeah, and field hockey, too. Not as long and deep as softball and volleyball, of course.
Softball,
Oh my gosh,
three-peat.
Yeah.
And they weren't even they were 4 seed last year. So Brady and I went up
Correct.
and did that game. Almost froze to death in June when we did it because it was freezing cold and it was raining most of the game. It was at Worcester State University. Oh, it was miserable.
Yeah.
Absolute misery.
We certainly have had some interesting end-of-the-year softball. 2 years ago, they took a bus all the way to Worcester. Was it Worcester again? And then had to turn around because it started raining.
Yeah.
Then they had to go up. It's been interesting. And then I think that was the same year that by the time they won, we were all out of school already.
Yeah, it was. This past year it was the day before Father's Day. Last year it was Father's Day.
Yes.
It was at UMass Amherst last year.
So we were out of school already.
It was a beautiful, bright, sunny day last year, and then this past season it was miserably raining. They played the same team. They played Tynesborough again.
Yeah, Tynesborough.
Tynesborough. They were.
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes the spring can be really wet and cold. That's the beauty of field hockey right now. What a gorgeous day it is. So
I think the only player that I recognize out there that was on that team is Izzy Carvara. And she was,
Maddie Duquette. Let's see, who else? Maddie Duquette was on the team.
Was she on the team?
Yeah. Most everybody else, you're right, was I can't speak for JV, but the players out on the field right now, we're all mostly lacrosse players. Our team right now that's on the field.
I was going to say it was mostly.
Not too many softball players, Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, and
Nice
Westport.
block, Casely, yep.
Westport had a good look, but it was just off the side of the net.
A little wide. Yeah, it's been.
Field hockey will be the only game we are able to bring you here at Swansea Network for the fall. We used to do football and volleyball and soccer and all these other options, and
We got a timeout.
a timeout called.
They get one timeout. Yeah.
That'll freeze the clock here. 6:07 remains here in the game. 3-0 Cardinals. Tyler Clark, Kerry McElroy. Thank you for joining us on this warm September afternoon here at Case High School. Lucy Garral on the camera. Director Adam Kitchen is standing behind me as well. Talking to Adam before the game. Could not get the van yet. We're looking to get that to do live broadcast, is it right? We're hoping at some point to be able to do field hockey games live.
Oh, nice.
That would be a main focus for us here at Swansea Community Network, is getting those games live.
That would be wonderful. Yeah.
For you to see at home.
And you stream them.
But regardless of whichever media you're watching this on, if it's on our Swansea Community Network YouTube page or our Swansea Cable Access Channel 9, we thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please like the video. Please feel free to leave a comment. You can critique Kerry and I's announcing ability if you'd like. People have done that before. If you would
we have big shoulders.
share it on the Swansea Facebook page. I've noticed that any time a game that we do is shared on the Swansea Facebook page, the views quadruple often.
Oh, great.
Triple to quadruple.
Right.
I've seen that before. The two field hockey games that we did, I shared both of those on the Swansea page, and
nice.
got a lot of views out of it.
Excellent.
A lot of views. Got a couple hundred views, which is what you could expect in a small town.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
no, we appreciate the support. the help of our director, these games are here to stay on YouTube. So 10 years from now, you could probably go back and watch some of these old games. And it's funny if you're a player here, and 20 years, 30 years from now, you have your own daughter who's playing field hockey, and the games
If we're still watching YouTube.
If we're still watching YouTube at the time, and the games are still there.
We'll be living on the moon by then. But, right.
Public access at that point. But anyways, we talk. 6 minutes to go here in the game. As I believe the timeout was called by Susan Fontaine from Westport.
What happened there? Why are we calling something happened, and he's calling a corner. Back to what you were saying, though, Tyler. It means the world to the girls too.
Yeah.
I think for people to watch. Even though we have a huge history of success in girls sports here. At Case High School, that's going on for decades, really. It still means a lot to the girls. I think the girls do get a lot of press. But ooh,
whoa! What a shot! Was that in? No goal.
I was going to say that should have been a goal. Oh, so he's saying it never came in. Okay. So the ball has to come outside the circle first and then come back in. He's saying it never came back in. Yeah, that was a good call, because otherwise it was a great shot. Yeah, that was a good call. Good call. So now because
Westport wasn't happy about that, but I think you're right. That was fun. That did go in.
Yeah,
that did definitely go in.
That's why it's because so then the end line becomes the goal line becomes the end line. That's why it was a 25-yard hit. So yeah, I don't know who this is, but he said some really great calls. So
he's doing a good job out there. He explains everything.
Yeah,
he takes the time, and
he's been great. I don't know. I can't see who it is. I don't know. It may not be anyone I know anyway, Tyler.
That could not be anyone.
At this point.
You can introduce yourself. You have no idea who you are. Or ask Kathy after the game. So no goal for the Wildcats, although, again, that did go in, but that was outside. Good thing you were here to explain that.
Yeah, well, it did go outside, which it was supposed to, but then she took the shot from outside. It never got inside.
And no one touched it.
Right, she took the initial shot from outside, and only Case Linnell touched it. So so that's why then the goal line becomes the end line in that situation. So that's why.
That was a
rocket. What a nice shot. Yeah.
That ball was hit in an unsavable spot, because that was the top left corner.
Too bad for Westport. Yeah, and then you're seeing a little run here. We've got a little under 4 minutes, but a nice run by Westport. Still probably, anything can happen, but probably not enough time to score 4 goals. But you just never know. You never know. I don't want to jinx them.
You've seen it happen before.
Yeah, and we keep getting corners, so.
And yet another corner coming up for the Wild. They're certainly getting plenty of good looks.
Yeah, see how she brought that in?
Just wide.
That one's going on the street.
And they're on to School Street.
That's out to the audience.
The question is somebody going to go get it?
New ball, yeah, they will, yeah.
And there goes a JV player.
Yeah.
Let's give a shout out. I believe that's like Riley Doherty. But that's the varsity roster, never mind. I'm not sure who that is for JV. She can't get out the gate, so we're going to try a different approach. And back we come. As I talk about what's going on in the background, not the game itself.
That was out. Nice call, Kathy. Yeah.
2 minutes and 25 seconds remain in the game. 3-0 Cardinals.
Yeah. Let's see if Case can keep the blank going here.
I think they've abandoned.
Look at Emma kind of strolling over to the sidelines. Plant. Want to run about 10 seconds off the clock, right?
There she goes. Yeah. Well,
here we go.
If it's not egregious, yeah. There's also, a level of fatigue going on right now.
Of course, yeah.
This is a grueling back and forth.
Yeah.
You can see anyway out there.
Third party? Okay, I didn't see that. But I live in Somerset, so of course I was reading the Somerset Sentinel. It was an interview with Somerset's field hockey coach, Jen Crook. And she said that she thinks her team looks really good this year. And she never says that, so I can only imagine how good Somerset will be, because she usually plays it on the down low and says, "Oh, we're in a rebuilding year," and then she, beats everybody by 15 points, 15 goals. But anyway, she said her team, she was asked what's the key to success, and she said in field hockey, it's conditioning, conditioning, and conditioning. And she said her team runs 1 to 2 miles a day.
Yeah, that's
in practice, and they do wind sprints at the end. So, and you can see it, because on turf, that's
that's a lot. That's
Yeah.
a lot of back and forth.
you have to be conditioned.
Yeah.
This is a shorter field. This is a 90 by 50. It's supposed to be a real field hockey field is 100 by 60, Tyler.
Yeah, they kind of have to shrink it a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah, that's legal. 90 by 50 is the smallest you can have, but it's kind of squished into this space here.
They're lucky that they even
Coming out,
had it.
coming out.
The
Just
spacing
under a minute now.
of 40 seconds is all that remains. He still leads 3-0. The Wildcats thought they had a goal, but as you said, Kerry, it was correctly ruled as a no goal by that FAR official. As we have 30 seconds to go, I thought we were going to see some subs come in, but it doesn't look like they're going to have a chance to. With only 20 seconds to go.
Well, Westport keeps working their way in. They got under 20 seconds. Yeah.
And that gets 15. Westport's going to keep trying.
Yeah.
They need to hurry if they want to get their crack at a goal here. They have 10 seconds.
That's a 25-yard hit, but by the time they get it out,
By the time they get it out, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
3 and 2 and 1, and it won't matter.
That's it, yeah.
And that is going to do it here from Case High, as the Cardinals emerge with a 3-0 victory. They improved to 3-0 on the year. 2 goals scored by Emma Bouchard and an additional 1 scored by Emma Plant. Kerry, another very strong defensive showing from the Cardinals. I think we're going to see a lot of that going forward this year.
And a good offensive showing, too. It was a pleasure to be here today with you, Tyler. Thank you. Congratulations to our girls.
And a 3-0 victory for the Cardinals, as I said. So for Lucy Cabral, Director Adam Kitchen, this is Tyler Clark along with Kerry McElroy saying goodbye from Case High School. And until next time, take care, everyone.